Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to read out you the article on Journey of Social Justice, a Hurdle Race, written by Dr. G. Samaram, Chairman, Atheist Center, Vijayawada, which is published in the Modern Rationalist Annual Number 2020. Journey of Social Justice, a Hurdle Race. The Constitution of India, adopted in 1949, has solemnly promised to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and unity of the nation. The Constitution has attempted to attune the apparently conflicting claims of socio-economic justice and of individual liberty and fundamental rights by putting some relevant provisions. Article 19 enshrines the fundamental rights of the citizens of this country. The 7 subclauses of Article 19, Clause 1 guarantee the citizens 7 different kinds of freedom and recognize them as their fundamental rights. Article 19 furnishes a very satisfactory and rational basis for adjusting the claims of individual rights of freedom and the claims of public good. Articles 23 and 24 in the Fundamental Rights speaks against exploitation. Article 24 prohibits an employer from employing a child below the age of 14 years in any factory or mine or in any other hazardous employment. Article 31 makes a specific provision about the fundamental right to property and deals with the vexed problem of compulsory acquisition of property. Article 38 requires that the state must make an effort to promote the welfare of the people by securing and protecting as effectively as it may a social order in which justice, social, economic, and political and shall inform all the institutions of national life. Article 39, Clause A says that the state shall secure that the operation of the legal system promotes justice on a basis of equal opportunity and shall, in particular, provide free legal aid by suitable legislation of schemes or in any other way to ensure that opportunities for securing justice are not denied to any citizen by reason of economic or other disabilities. Article 41 recognizes every citizen's right to work, to education, and to public assistance in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness, and disablement, and in any other cases of undeserved want. Article 42 stresses the importance of securing just and humane conditions of work and for maternity relief. Article 43 holds before the working population the ideal of the living wage, and Article 46 emphasizes the importance of the promotion of educational and economic interests of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other weaker sections. The social problem presented by the existence of a very large number of citizens who are treated as untouchables has received the special attention of the Constitution, as Article 15, Clause 1 prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The state would be entitled to make special provisions for women and children and for advancement of any social and educationally backward classes of citizens or for the SCs or STs. A similar exception is provided to the principle of equality of opportunity prescribed by Article 16, Clause 1, inasmuch as Article 16, Clause 4 allows the state to make provision for the reservation of appointments or posts in favor of any backward class of citizens which, in the opinion of the state, is not adequately represented in the services under the state. Article 17 proclaims that untouchability has been abolished and forbids its practice in any form, and it provides that the enforcement of untouchability shall be an offense punishable in accordance with the law. This is the code of provisions dealing with the problem of achieving the ideal of socio-economic justice in this country, which has been prescribed by the Constitution of India. The social justice scenario is to be investigated in the context of 2 streams of entitlements. Number 1, sustainable livelihood, which means access to adequate means of living such as shelter, clothing, food, access to developmental means, employment, education, health, and resources. Number 2, social and political, which is built on the guarantee of the fundamental rights and promotion and empowerment of the right to participation in the government and access to all available means of justice, and on the basis of which justice as a political program becomes a viable reality. The concept of social justice is not a blind concept. It seeks to do justice to all the citizens of the state. A democratic system must ensure that the social development is in tune with the democratic values and norms, reflecting equality of social status and opportunities for development, social security, and social welfare. The caste system acts against the roots of democracy in India. The democratic facilities like fundamental rights relating to equality, freedom of speech, expression and association, participation in the electoral process, and legislative forums are misused for maintaining caste identity. India has been an unequal society from time immemorial. There are enormous inequalities in our society which are posing serious challenges to Indian democracy. Constant endeavor need to be made to sustain individual freedom and liberty and subject them to reasonable regulations and control to achieve socio-economic justice. The basic aim of social justice is to remove the imbalances in the social, political, and economic life of the people to create a just society. Justice needs to be provided to those who have been systematically denied because of the established social structure. It will be achieved only by adopting necessary and reasonable measures. And from here, we'll continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon. Please download Samaram multi-channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.